work on the food lure with Mendeley. It's a really nice, simple exercise. That way you can lure your dog into a position, click and treat, and then you can give that position a name, and you've taught them a new cue. So let's go over the main principles of the food lure. We want to have the food completely closed in our hand, and then we're going to stick it right on the dog's nose, and we're going to think of this like a little magnet as we move the dog around just a couple inches at first. Then click and open your hand for them to eat the treat. So really simple. All we're looking for is that they keep their nose glued to that hand as you slowly move it around. And then you're going to click right before you open your hand. If your dog's nose falls away from the food lure, then you're simply going to take that hand and put it behind your back for a moment. So they're learning, oh, if I stop paying attention to that thing, it goes away. If you're having to do that frequently, you need to try shorter and shorter amounts of luring. So let me see. I lure her around a bunch. Good. So start out really small, just luring them, having them follow the food a couple inches, and then see if you can have them follow it maybe in like a circle. Good. Or into whatever position, like if I'm going to teach a dog to lay down on cue, I'm going to stick it right on their nose and lure them into that position. Good. Now, dogs can get really dependent on this food lure. I think we've all met a dog or two that will only do the trick if the person shows they have the food, right? And that's a bribe. We don't want to bribe our dogs. That's not very effective. And we don't want to carry food around all the time to get our dogs to behave well. So really important that once your dog has got the hang of this food lure and we've maybe lured a new trick a few times in a row and they're getting really fluid with it, now we switch to having our hand empty. So let's take the spinning in a circle and make that into a trick that she does on cue. So we're starting out with our food lure. We're not saying anything to the dog. We're sticking the food right on the dog's nose. We're luring them. We click and feed the treat. So I'm going to see if I can lure her in that same manner several more times. The same direction every time. She's doing this really fluidly. She's really following the food very fluidly. And so I'm going to try it without the food in my hand. Now, what's going to happen if you take a novice dog, you've just been having them following the food. All they're thinking about is the food. They're not thinking about what their body's doing. And now you try with an empty hand, a lot of dogs are going to sniff that and be like, no food, I'm not doing it. So what we want to do to kind of transition them and like wean them off that food lure is we're going to reach in and pretend we've grabbed something, but like I don't actually have anything. So I'm going to stick that on her nose with the exact same motion. Good. After I click, I have to grab the treat out of my pocket or my pouch, or maybe I feed it from my other hand. So again, let's see what that looks like. I reach in, I'm pretending I've grabbed something, stick it on the dog's nose. Awesome. Good job, Chico. So again, we're kind of transitioning her away from having the food in the hand. Let's see if we can add in a cue word for this so it can be a nice fun trick when her owners come pick her up. They have a new trick for their dog. Ready? Spin. Good. Spin. Awesome. Now she's going right into a sit or a down. So if I prefer that she stays standing when she spins in a circle, then we can add that criteria in. And I can also place the treat out a little further away from her to keep her standing here. So pretending I've grabbed something, I'm telling her spin. And then I'm going to show her the motion with my empty hand. Awesome. I moved a little bit too fast on that one. Ready? Let's go back to not saying the cue word for a few times just to make sure that I can get her to do it. And I'm going to actually phase out the reaching into my pocket and see if she'll go just for my empty hand following it. Ready? Awesome. Alright, so she's pretty fluid with that. I'm going to add the cue word in. Spin. Good. is to say the cue word right before we do the hand signal. That's important if we want her to respond to just the cue word. So right now she's just responding to my motion of my hand. That word still does not mean anything to her. So if we want the word to mean something to her, we've got to say it before we do our hand signal. Spin. Then I say it, and we kind of count to 2. And I'm doing that same motion. Good. So me saying the word predicts me doing the hand signal, which predicts her doing the action, getting marked with the click or the good, and then getting the treat right after. Ready? Spin. Good. Spin. We say it, then we show it, then we mark it, and reinforce it. So now there's no food in our hand. If I wanted to, after I clicked, I could run and grab a piece of food from the other room or something. I don't have to have it on my person. Spin. Spin. Yeah, good girl. Over time, our hand signal can become less and less pronounced. Midnight. Spin. Good. Spin. Good. Spin. Good girl. Spin. Awesome. There we have it. So you see how to use the food lure. You can use this to teach a great number of behaviors. But it's really important that we wean them off of having the food or the bribe in our hand and onto what's not bribery but true reinforcement, where we let them know when they got it right and then we pay them afterwards. Good job, Mendeley. So now you know about the food lure.